So Waldo was written in about 1996. I was on the road, and I was staying at a house in Palo Alto, California, of a woman, and I stayed there on 3 critical days in her dog's life. The first day that I arrived, young Waldo was a handsome young man, 6 months old, and he's what your vet would call intact. And on the second day that I stayed at Waldo's house, Waldo went to the vet's. And on the third day, he returned with a lampshade on his head so he would not chew out his stitches. And I had recently written the song about the yeast infection, and somebody had written a review of the album, and they'd said, here's the latest in Sheridan's female complaint series. And I was thinking, well, I need to be an equal opportunity lender, I need a male complaint series, so I'm looking for a male complaint series when I stay at Waldo's house. And I'm sitting there that morning, and Waldo's outside with his lampshade looking just so depressed, and I mean, he was beautifully attired before he lost them. So these are the true and terrible trials of Waldo the dog. And I'd like to point out that this melody is not mine. You don't always have to use your own. Waldo lost his balls today. He does not want to go out and play. He knows some wrong has been done. Waldo, he was real well hung. Now what could have been will not now be. Waldo's wheels are history. He bent a rim, he sprung a spoke. They call him fixed, but he's feeling broke. Now if you run into Waldo's 2 missing little flowers, he'd like to know why they had to go. He kept them clean for hours. Now he's just a leaf without the bud. Waldo's sleeve has lost its stud. It's a brand new game for the girls and boys. Let's find Waldo's toys. This is when that game was big. I wrote about, Where's Waldo? It just come out. If Waldo had 2 legs, not 4, they would have cut less. They would have left more. They'd have left the engine, taken the fuel. Waldo'd still have the family jewels and his holy heat-seeking device. He's a board game now without the dice. If only he could have realized the joys of having been vasectomized. In a better world, Waldo would have had just one night where he could be real bad with a little dog about to get spayed. Just once, Waldo could have gotten laid, and he'd have the memory all of his life before his gonads met the knife with a little restraint and opposable thumbs. Waldo, something different might have been done, but he's lying out back feeling low. Waldo's balls have ceased to roll. Thank you.
Any questions?
And those songs take a long time, I have to say. That doesn't happen in a week. That happens in months, because you got to sit around and think of every possible euphemism for losing things. Those kind of songs, they're gifts from the gods, and the thing, but they have to be very tightly constructed. And the only thing I'll say is you can't put the funniest thing at the beginning. It's got to be so far in that the song's almost done. If you front load a funny song, it's a disappointment from the end. The funniest part can't be, oh my God, I got this funny idea, and it's right here at the beginning. It's got to be towards the end, because you got to build. Humor's all about taking him by surprise, and you get him in there, and they think, it's amusing, and then you come up with his line. So
It's great.